Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Caring Caregiver Show. I'm your host, Savy, the founder of Give Me a Break. And, we're a nonprofit organization that's caring for caregivers just like you. And we're really here just to bring back the joy of caregiving. It's kind of like the caregiving suddenly became this horrible thing. And, we people are dying because of caregiving, and we're getting PTSD because of caregiving. And that shouldn't be the MO. We should get joy out of it, and we should make memories, and we should be able to carry on and continue to caregive with all the love and kindness that we have. And so we're here to change that narrative. We're going to make sure that you survive. And so Give Me a Break is here for that. And you'll see there, gab808.org. You can contact us for information or support. So you go on our website, just go on our website, scroll till you see the caregiver support, and go ahead and fill that form in. We'll get that, and we'll try to help you find whatever it is you need to find. We'll connect you to resources. We'll help you find respite in your area. And of course, we offer so many other things that we do. And one way that we give you a break is through our support sessions. And our support sessions are every week. We do it weekly, every Tuesday evening. So every Tuesday evening, Hawaii Standard Time. And I know that gets hard for some of you, but I'll if you need one in your area, just contact us. And so right now we're in Hawaii Standard Time at 8 p.m. every Tuesday night, and you can join a community of caregivers just like you. There are caregivers, all walks of life, caregivers that have been caregiving and no longer are, and caregivers who are coming up on caregiving, and those who are actively caregiving. And so this is just a positive, safe space for you. It's a place where, you can feel safe. You are with a community of caregivers that get it. We all get it. Last night we were talking about, we're in the Pause series. And some of you who've watched the show for a long time may even remember the Pause series when it first started, 100 years ago, but maybe 50. And so it was PAUSE, and it's an acronym that represents when you need, as a caregiver, to take a pause. And last night we talked about S being starved. So P, of course, stands for one thing, and so forth and so on. And so S is for starved. And as caregivers, we're not just starving because we're not eating well and we're not getting the proper nutrition. Yes, that's important. Do that. We talked a little bit about that. But we also get starved for attention. No one's paying attention to us. We're invisible. Sometimes we feel unappreciated, right? And so we talked about how you can pay attention to yourself. Give yourself the attention that you deserve. Anyway, that's what we talk about. You can learn more about it. You can join us anytime. It's open to the public. It's open to caregivers. And so just go on to gab808.org. You can scroll down on our homepage and see there's a link there to join our sessions, or just open up your Zoom app and type in 808-754-3787, and bam, you're in. All right. And we do that. That's one of the things we do. Where is that? Got it. There you go. See, it's on screen now for those of you that may be watching this live or later on one of our platforms, as we're streaming on multiple platforms at the same time. So there you go. There's the information on there right now about our support sessions. And know that we don't just provide you with that. We also connect you with resources. Our Giver's Guides magazine is written exclusively for caregivers, by caregivers, with a caregiver's point of view. And that's a very different point of view, right? We're not going to tell you, hey, take a long vacation. Oh, go to the spa for 3 hours. That doesn't happen for a caregiver. We get it. So we actually show you how to practice mindfulness, how to take care of yourself, how to be a better caregiver in moments. And every article is written by a caregiver who's either going through it right now or has gone through it in the past. In fact, here's our March cover on screen right now. And we're featuring our expo, which is coming up this Saturday. I'm so excited. And so it's our yearly expo. This is our 5th annual Hawaii Caregivers Expo. And we have well over 50 resource partners there that are focused on caregivers. right? Did you know that? Just right here, we have at least the 50th state has 50 resources for you as a caregiver. So super important, great for all of you. And I know there's a little bit of inclement weather out there that's supposedly coming, but you know what? The weather knows how important it is that you get resourced and how important it is that you get connected to community. So we'll be there at the Windward Mall. It's covered. I'll talk more about it later in the show, but protected from the weather. And, I'll tell you, get there. Don't worry if we can't get out, because there's a Target there. We can get food. There's blankets. There's stores. We'll just all survive there and take care of each other. It'll be a lot of fun. Actually, I know the weather's going to be fantastic. We're going to be just fine. And if anything does happen, of course, you'll be the first to know. And if all else fails, I'll come right back on live and let everybody know what's going on and give you an update if needed. All right. So don't worry. We got you covered. We got your back on that. And I'm excited to see all of our friends and all of our wonderful partners this Saturday. It's going to be great. I'm really excited. And I'll tell you, to get the magazine and to be able to do that, all you have to do is make a $25 donation. It's a simple thing. It's a one-time donation. Of course, if you want to become a monthly donor, by all means, we can always use that as well. It helps pay for all the things that we do. It helps pay for the show. It helps caregivers. And our gift to you with that donation is that we give you 12 issues. It's a year's worth of issues. And you'll get that as our online magazine comes to you. And we do all kinds of other things too. In fact, I have a co-host helping me today who's part of our board. So she's a member of the Give Me a Break board. She's also an international speaker, trainer, and author, a BNI chapter support director consultant, and BNI Luana vice president as of all the many things that she does. And serving on our board. Wow, right? So it's my honor to welcome my co-host today, and I'm super excited to have you. And so please welcome Marilyn Lamer. Marilyn, hi, I'm so happy to have you here.
Hi, aloha, good morning. So happy to be here.
I'm having such a problem multitasking today, so I'm breathing through it. It's like, okay, click here, click there, but I got this. And so I'm happy to know that you're here with me and supporting me as well, and supporting the show and all that you do to support caregivers too, Marilyn. Thank you for being here.
It's my pleasure. As soon as I met you, Savy, I just adored you and your mission for helping the caregivers. Like, 50% of caregivers don't outlive the people they're caring for. That is just unacceptable to me. And I ended up crying and was like, God, how can I help? Right. And then a few months later, you asked me to be on the board, and I was like, absolutely.
Absolutely.
And so being able to be that support and help and give resources to people that may not realize there's so many resources out there, that has been incredible.
And you're a caregiver as well, right? You have 2 boys and you're raising them as a single mom. Boy, that's not easy, right? And I think one is teenager too, right? So that's really tough.
They're both teenagers
They're
now.
both, oh God. So she's got the double whammy teenager going on there and doing an amazing job. You've got 2 great sons. And so, well done. And a caregiver in many other ways, because even as a leader, you're a caregiver, right? Because you care for those that you are in charge of and that you're supporting to success. So, we sometimes forget that we're caregivers that way. But yeah, thanks. So the other thing too is, you mentioned that statistic about 50%, and I just wanted to share also, and I've been sharing this now this season, is that as of 2026, that number went down to 40%, which is an amazing, amazing thing. So down 40%, means that of the 63 million caregivers in the United States, 10% of that number were saved. And so whatever we're all doing, all of us, as we hold hands as a community, whatever we're all doing, it's saving lives and it's changing caregiving and that experience. So we can't stop. We've got the momentum. We've just got to keep going now. Right?
wonderful. Like, how cool is that? From when I met you until now, the number has gone down.
Yeah. And it's not a small number, because what's 10% of 63 million, right? So that's a lot of lives saved, and I know, the other thing too is that in a sadder note, we lost 3 lives just in this past month of caregivers in our support group, in our support sessions. They lost their parents and a mom. So 2 moms and a dad were lost just in a very short time. And so, we still, and they were caregivers, right? So we still see that happens. And we're going to work on changing that. This next generation, we're going to survive caregiving, and we're going to continue to go on and be able to, help more. So that landscape's definitely going to change. Yeah, excited about that. All right. So, I'm super, super happy. I love talking about the different stats and seeing how wonderful they are. It gives us a reason to smile, but sometimes we need a reason to laugh as well. And so it's time for our mindful moment. And we are truly honored to welcome this social media viral sensation. And she is a world-renowned laughter leader and award-winning empowerment coach, and just a very, very special person. It's really, really an honor to have her on the show. Please welcome Bianca Spears. Aloha. She's here for a mindful moment. And Bianca, this is Marilyn. Marilyn, this is Bianca. Great. And so I'm going to turn that over to you. So make us laugh. Just force us. Hold us down.
Thank you, Marilyn and Savy. So, hi everyone. I know many of you have tuned in. For those who haven't, and as a reminder for those who have, we're choosing to laugh today. And the reason we're choosing to laugh is because laughter helps to boost feel-good chemicals in our body that not only feel good, but do good for our brains and bodies. And at the same time, laughter reduces stress chemicals like cortisol in our system. So with that in mind, today we're going to look at being in a rush laugh. You know those times where you're trying to rush out the door, can't find your keys, you're in a bit of a fluster and a panic. We're going to do that. If you're on your feet and you can stand up, you can act it out. I'm in the car. My son, I don't know if Savy was watching The Green Room. He just got out the car. He was feeling a bit upset today. Just got out the car moments before I came onto the screen. So sometimes we're in a rush. So we're going to rush and we're going to add laughter to that. You ready? Taking a nice deep breath in through our noses. Rushing, looking around, grabbing your things. You got to find your keys, and you're going and you're grabbing your bag. And where are my glasses? Add your laughter in. You might be running. And coming to stillness, taking a nice deep breath in through the nose, down into the belly. In through the nose, down into your belly. And sighing out. One more like this. Nice deep breath in. This one we're going to laugh out. Sometimes we hold tightness and tension in our jaw. You might hold it in your head, your neck or shoulders. So we're going to do a little mindful massage with laughter now. Bring a bit of oxygen, bring a bit of endorphins through our system to alleviate pain and to feel good. So give a little massage to yourself wherever you get tension. It might not be anywhere that I've pointed to. You might need to grab your feet. That's okay. We're going to massage and we're going to laugh. You might do it. Laugh. Might be in the jaw. Both sides. In temples. We're going to do a quick on-off laughter. So open hand is laughing, closed, not laughing. Sorry, I hid my hand. Nice deep breath in through the nose, down into the belly, lengthen your spine if you can. One more. Just notice how you're feeling in this moment. Whether you've managed to massage out, breathe out, laugh out any tension from your system. Whether you're feeling more light, more joyful, more open, more clear-headed. Notice what you notice. Give yourself a pat on the back, hug, high five. I don't think I can do it because I'm holding my phone today. Give yourself a high five. Well done for taking this time for you, taking this mindful moment, but taking the time to tune into the podcast and really get what you need to fill your cup. If you've loved laughing with me today, you can download the Laughly app anywhere you get your apps. And you can join me for more laughter on my YouTube channel. You'll find me under Bianca Spears there.
Oh my goodness. I think I have a new favorite. No, no, no. I love this. That was so amazing. And I'm going to tell you that that's another one of my favorites is this one.
I used to do one called Squish Face Laugh.
Yeah, there's Squish Face Laugh
for a while.
Bianca, you are just amazing. Thank you so much. Here's laughing at you. Aloha till next week.
Mahalo. Aloha.
Oh my goodness, she's just wonderful. She's amazing. So Bianca Spears, laughter leader and award-winning empowerment coach. You can laugh with her anytime you want. Just get the Laughly app. I actually downloaded it myself. It's really easy to just navigate, and you can laugh anytime you want. But there's so much more on there. There's not just laughter. There's a lot more. Check it out. It's a free app. Just go ahead and download it, Laughly app. And please tune in next week to see more of what she's doing. And you can always check out her YouTube channel, which of course, just go onto your YouTube and type in Bianca Spears. So fun. So great. Right, Marilyn? Did you like that?
Gosh, I loved it. I love laughing. And
Yeah.
expect, with the massaging the face and then the hands, like that was really fun.
But you don't think that something like massage is supposed to be quiet and serene. And, a lot of people like, well, I'm going to go zen out. But you know what? I love the fact that you can massage and then laugh and release that wonderful happiness and joy. And I think it's great. It's not always, to release negativity or to heal, which is a great thing with massage. But to be able to laugh with that and have joy and still kind of massage loose some of those other things, I think that's incredible. Yeah.
What I was experiencing was, I feel like I was releasing stuck energy as I was laughing. And even thinking about, what's that movie? Monsters, Inc., how laughter is so powerful.
Oh my God, I always talk about that. Yes, I love that. Because, and now I'm going to talk about Monsters, Inc. Because, you guys, Monsters, Inc., old movie, I know, Disney cartoon, but you know what? Loved it. Because here they were scaring the bejesus out of kids and getting energy for them to run their cities until they found out that what was stronger than negativity? Laughter. And now they made kids happy and laughter. I love that because laughter gives us so much more energy. It's a natural, wonderful, positive energy. And it's not just an angry pick-me-up, It's something that we can really feed our soul with. And I love that. Thank you for that. Oh, I'm glad you mentioned Monsters, Inc. Great minds think alike.
People are not feeling like they want to laugh. And then at one point I'm like, let me just start doing this and participate. And then my laughter actually became real. And I was like, this is really fun. I'm having so much fun.
She has such a natural way of bringing that out of you, that I love. It's so natural to laugh. It's not like she's telling you have to laugh. And I've seen, and kind of researched a lot of laughter yoga and things like that. And it tends to be more regulated, but she had such a natural flow to allow yourself to literally just encapsulate joy. And that's why I really wanted her to do the mindful moment. I'm so honored that she was willing to do that this whole season. So it's going to be wonderful. I can't wait for next week. Yeah. Okay. So with that, I know we were supposed to have a guest today and you were all going to meet Sharika. And I'm not sure what happened, but something, maybe the weather, and in some places the Wi-Fi is down. And so maybe she couldn't make it on. So we'll definitely schedule her to be back because I really want you to meet her and learn from her. I think that she has an amazing ability to be able to help us heal. And sometimes we talk about how laughter heals, right? But there's also this physical and mental and emotional health that she can help us with. And I think that having her here, she's a mom, but she was in the Army, and she was able to work through a lot of different kinds of emotional and mental illnesses, right? Like PTSD, and caregivers have that. And so I think she's really gonna help us, and I'm definitely going to reschedule her to be on. And so look forward to that. That'll be something maybe for next season. So what I will do though is where is it? Let me just take a moment to talk about our care receiving workshops. And our care receiving workshops will be coming up in no time. Trust me, it starts in April. So in April, the first Saturday of April is when it begins, and it will go for 8 Saturdays after that. There's one Saturday that we have off, so it's important you pay attention to the schedule. But I want to ask, what's your care receiving plan? Do you have a care receiving plan? Do you have one, Marilyn?
Are you? I started it.
You started it, right? Yeah. So, do we ever plan to receive care? Right? We plan for retirement. We plan for passing on things to our kids, but we don't always plan to be taken care of. And our care receiving plan is going to have things in there that you might not have even thought you needed to take care of in order to be cared for. So we're doing a free week workshop. It's going to be starting in April on the first Saturday. So get on our website, go to gab808.org/CRP and go ahead and register now. It's a free workshop. It's going to be at the Einaheina Library. So definitely worth the time you're going to spend. They're an hour-long, 8 series. They're an hour-long workshop. And by the end, you'll have started your care receiving folder and you'll be walking away with a pretty much done folder. And then you just have to add in little things that you want later. So knowing you have a care receiving plan will give a lot of peace of mind to whoever it is going to take care of you. And this is something that we need to start doing now and in the future. All right. And so, Marilyn, since you're here and you're my wonderful co-host, I really want to talk about what you do. So I want to talk about frequency. And I know that we talk about this a lot in how frequency itself, that we are all have that, and that it can affect our physical health. But there's also a product that you do as well. So let's talk about both.
Yeah, so frequency is so important. Everything is energy and frequency. And if we're feeling great, if we're feeling love and peace and joy, that is on the higher frequency. And if we're feeling shame and guilt, that's on the lower frequency. And so it's like it corresponds to the way we're feeling. And I'm a representative for Frequence, which is a frequency-infused mental wellness company. And this is something that I had never heard of before. Like, mental wellness is very, very important to me. My family, they suffer from mental illness, right? And everybody needs mental wellness days. And this is what we teach about in caring for the caregivers and in Give Me a Break. And that's why I just love the mission. And so as I was going through one of the hardest times in my life is when I found this company. I ended a 20-year relationship. My business coach passed away very suddenly. And those 2 events, I was just crying all the time. And it was very, very challenging. And then navigating how to be a single mom, right? It was just, there's no manual for this.
No. None at all. And even if you think you found one, it's not enough. It's just not.
Yeah, so I'm just so thankful that the CEO of Frequence reached out to me, and she's like, I'm starting this company because mental wellness is close to my heart. She wanted to create something that would help her family as well. And she has an amazing, amazing, powerful story on her why, to help care for her daughter. Yeah. And so I started taking the products, and after 3 months, I was like, I'm starting to feel better. This is really, really helping me. And in the 4th month, I was just like, okay, I'm sold. Like, this is perfect for me. This aligns with everything that I'm doing. And what makes us different is that there's 11 harmonic frequencies on all of our products. And so all of our organs have different frequencies it likes to operate at. And as we use the products either topically or internally, it reminds our organs, oh, this is the frequency we like. And so people start to feel better. Like, I started to feel better.
It's like you recalibrate, right? Yeah. Yeah. It's really funny. And I remember talking about this to you, but it reminded me now too about that. And, years and years, I don't know, 100 and so years ago, when I was young, and Tazo tea first came out. And I don't know if any of you know or remember Tazo teas. I think they've changed now over the years. But when they first came out, on the back of each tea pack, there used to be a little inscription that said that it was blessed by a tea shaman. And so the tea actually had gotten blessed by a tea shaman. And that was kind of what put them out there, was because people wanted more from what they were taking in their bodies, even back then. And so this, to me, when you talked to me about frequency, and I was like, well, this is taking it to a whole new level now, because it's aligning your frequencies with a product. And I thought, I should have thought of this, but there's but I probably could never do something like this. You can't reproduce it because the whole way that they make the product too, and that they infuse the frequency into it is a whole nother production that, of course, we won't get into today. But you guys could definitely get that information from Marilyn and contact her if you needed to. But I'm just so impressed with it. And that's why I'm really glad to share it with our caregivers, because I think our caregivers don't always think that they need to get their frequency in order. We go through life in caregiving and just keep going. And don't think that maybe if you just kind of aligned yourself, that might help you. And it's tell me about this too, because it's really easy to do, right? This isn't like we have to, have a set of frequency things to tune ourselves, right? Because it works so much easier than that.
Yeah, so everything is already tuned. We have a chamber up in Texas that tunes everything. And I make myself a Rise Nootropics. It's a mango lemonade flavor every morning with some creatine. And I found out creatine is not only helpful for your muscles. Once your muscles use the creatine that it needs, then it goes to your brain, which we need that for our brain, especially as caregivers, or I need that for sure. And then the source trace minerals. So we need trace minerals that, is outside of our food. And so that also has a fulvic powder to help detox any parasites and toxins and chemicals that we're maybe unknowingly eating as we're eating our, foods. Because unless we're preparing everything by hand, which I don't think a lot of caregivers do, it's like sometimes it's just grab and go. What are we eating? And how can we detox, some of the things that don't really belong in our bodies as we're
who has time, right? Yeah, who has time, right? As caregivers, it's like the last thing you have is time to prepare, a whole food meal, that's got everything just natural and organic and balanced. No, we're grabbing a hot dog at Costco for $1.50 and drinking it with soda. It's like we need to detox some of that.
Exactly.
So yeah.
Is on the autism spectrum. So it's like, he loves eating his processed foods with all of those dyes and chemicals in them. And so I, as his mom, have peace of mind that he's getting to detox all of that out.
Yeah, and that's really tough too. Like you say, when they're on the spectrum like that too, it's hard to get them to eat, and some may be on the spectrum and prefer to eat fruits and vegetables, but a lot are very happy with the things that are not good for them, right? They want their French fries, and they want their McDonald's, and they want all those foods that are not giving them a balanced diet and feeding their bodies the way they should be fed. So the fact that your son will actually take that and do it is like testament right there. Yeah. to that it's okay for the kids, and that it's okay for you, and that everybody can be a lot more healthy because of it.
Yeah, and if it's the wrong color, he won't even eat it. Like fruits, vegetables. If it's the wrong color, no, he won't even taste it. Yeah. I'm thankful for this. And some kids can be picky eaters, but boy, when you've got one that's on the spectrum, and I know you and also our CFO Christy has her son is on the spectrum, and my granddaughter's on the spectrum. So it's like it's a whole different ball game when it comes to getting nutrition into your kids. But this is a great way to be able to do that, and not just for your kids, but also for yourself. And caregivers, we need to take care of ourselves. We're our number one priority. If something happens to you, who's going to take care of the ones you care for? Especially if you don't have a care receiving plan, who's going to take care of you now, right? People forget that we have to put our own oxygen mask on first, and then we can take care of other people better.
Yeah. Well, thank you for sharing that. And you guys can go to riseandvibe.me, riseandvibe, VIBE. So riseandvibe.me, and you can get more information there and contact Marilyn that way. And of course, she'll be at the expo this Saturday. So you can talk to her there. We'll all be there. Just be there, because anything you could possibly want to ask a question. And remember that these are all vetted resources. So all of our resources are caregivers just like you. They get you. And so they're not going to be all pushy and telling you got to get this and try to get your money out of your pocket. In fact, there's no sales at our expo. They're there simply to help you. They're all there to answer your questions and guide you in any way you need. So come on down, because I'll tell you, it's a safe space that we've created right in the center of Windward Mall. And it's air conditioned. And like I said, safe from the storm. So don't worry. Once you get there, you're safe and you're in really good company. Bring the kids. There's a place for them to play. Bring the seniors. I think isn't there a hospital there too? There's like a Straub or something there. It's like, don't worry. We're going to be fine. We're just going to coexist in this little environment. Never mind the storm. We'll be fine. They got a food court, in the food court is, what's the one that does the poi? Is it Waioli? The Waioli Poi Factory, they're called, or something like that. But they make the most amazing kulolo, you guys. I can survive on that alone. So, you'll be fine. We'll be fine. But
I just want to give a shout out. Like, we're going to be raising people's frequency and vibration at the event on Saturday. My friend Kelly Piper, who is a nurse practitioner, she's bringing her sound bowls. She is going to be, playing those sound bowls, and that's going to be able to really, people feel it. I feel it in my heart.
Yeah, it's an amazing thing. In fact, I was just going to talk about that, because and here's the flyer. Here's the flyer to the expo. You can see some of the resources that will be there for you, of course, are on that flyer. But yes, we're going to have, and of course you can win. You can enter to win the neck massager. So now I'm seeing the neck massager in a whole new light. It's already a viral neck massager that everybody wants, but now you can wear it and laugh at the same time.
I didn't even think about that.
I thought that was so funny.
All right. So yeah, we have our Caregiver Expo this Saturday, March 14th, 2026, from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at Windward Mall. And
there we go. Goodness, thank you so much. I pushed the wrong button there. Okay, there we go. And we're back. Hi. And so, yes. And so March 14th, that's this Saturday, 10 to 2 at the Windward Mall. And Kelly's going to be playing these amazing sound bowls. I can't even tell you. The whole experience of sound bowls, if you've never had that experience, get there. And she's going to be like in the beginning of the expo. So get there at the beginning. And then later in the expo, we have Brickwood Galataria and friends doing live music. And they're amazing. Their voices are so wonderful, and they're going to sing all those songs that you know and love. And then we have our drawing, so you could win that neck massager. I think that's a great thing, and I kind of want to go get one out now and see if I can actually maneuver it and laugh at the same time, because I think that's going to be great.
I have one too.
Oh, I know. I see this. I see massage in a whole new light now. And I feel bad if I ever go for a massage. I rarely ever do, but if I do, and if I start laughing, I feel bad for them, but I'll explain it. So spread the word. Let everybody know the expo's happening. We're going to be there this Saturday. No doubt. We are all going to be there, and we're going to be at Windward Mall, and so are you. So join us, please. I just think that it's the place to be this Saturday, and the safest. And gosh, you're just going to be surrounded by so much wonderfulness and so much kindness and so much understanding. So why not be there? I created a whole section at that expo where you are. Callie's tables, they're going to be there, and Rena's there, and it's just this whole section of like positive energy that you guys, I think as you walk into the expo, you're just going to feel it. There's so much love happening there, and I'm really excited about it. Okay, so yeah, go ahead and do that. And remember now, this show, the Care and Caregiver Show, and the expo are being brought to you by Give Me a Break and Givers Guides Online Magazine. So, keep those donations coming. And we need those to keep going. We don't have funding. We don't have, we don't have grants. We're just doing this literally out of our own love. It's an all volunteer organization, and somehow we survive every year and manage to get through and do what we do. And I know it's because of the kindness of all of you. And so that donation is really going to help us, and we give back because that's the way I grew up. You give back. And so our give back is that we'll give you a Mahalo gift of 12 issues, and you'll get those monthly issues of Giver's Guides. And, you know, it's a great magazine filled with a lot of wonderful things. And yeah, so there you go. And so come and see us because we're all going to be there, right? Well, I can't thank you enough for being on today. You know, season 17 is just packed with these amazing resources. And I want to thank Bianca as well for helping us to laugh and get a good massage. And thank you so much, Marilyn, for being here and sharing this time with me and sharing what you do. And so you can contact Marilyn. You guys remember, just Rise and Vibe, A&D Vibe at .me. Go on and check her out. And you can go on YouTube to see more of Bianca, Bianca Spears on YouTube, or just download that Laughly app, because I think we all need to laugh more. And in the face of many things that we are going through as caregivers, and in the way things are going in the world today, if you can do one thing, be kind. But if you can do a second thing, laugh. Okay. So that's what we're here to do. Next week, I'll have on Kanon Nishitani, who's going to talk about a miracle. And it's a miracle toothbrush. But she's going to be talking about that. And I think it's really something that you wouldn't expect. So I'm really excited for next week's show. Can't wait to see you all. Put it in a calendar as a reminder, everyone. The Caring Caregiver Show, know that we are streaming on a lot of different platforms. So you'll find us somewhere, either on Facebook, YouTube, on LinkedIn. And if you miss us, don't worry. We go into podcast the week later on Spotify, Apple, Stitcher, Google, all of those. We're there. Just check us out. And if you need more information, go to gab808.org/CCS, Caring Caregiver Show. Just whatever you do, caregivers, stay connected. Stay connected. That's what we need to do. All right. So thank you, Marilyn, again for being here. Any last thoughts for everybody?
No, please come to our series workshops that we're doing at the Ainahanan Library. Kelly and I will also be there doing Raising People's Frequency on one of the Saturdays. With the the last session, we're going to do a pamper session. So you got to come, you got to sign up, got to register. All right. And part of that pampering will be to set your frequency and do sound bowls. So that'll be wonderful. Thank you for that. You're so kind. All right. So whatever you do, folks, remember, breathe. All right. And don't just aspirate. Take a deep breath in and let it clean you out. Let it wash your system. Let it clean you, set you straight, and just give you energy. All right. Here's hoping that you're finding more joy in caregiving every week on the Caring Caregiver Show. Thanks for tuning in. And always be kind to yourself, and especially to those who are caring. Aloha, everybody. Thank you again, Marilyn. Aloha. Bye.